What's up mga kuya? Welcome back to the channel, and finally, after a very long time, makapag-upgrade na ako sa isang high refresh rate monitor. Specifically, I have with me is the AOC 24G2E, and take note that this won't be a super in-depth or super technical video, and I was able to buy this at DigiServe Solutions for a little under 10,000 pesos, and I know that there are some of you that are going to comment, why didn't you buy something like the Asus BP249 or other 144 Hz refresh rate IPS displays for under 10K? And yes, the BP249 was actually one of my choices, including some monitors from ViewSonic and also Philips. But the main reason why I chose this specific model is that because this panel covers 101% of the DCI-P3 color space, so that's technically around 130% of sRGB, which is insane for under 10K. So this is a 23.8-inch monitor diagonally with adaptive sync written here, 144 Hz, a wide view, IPS wide view, 1 millisecond response time, and that's moving picture response time, a game mode written here, HDMI, and yeah, pretty much the same is written here at the sides and at the back. And before we unbox this, take note mga kakuya that this doesn't come with a DisplayPort cable, so I actually had to buy this separately. So yeah, HDMI, power cable, the base of the stand, the neck, a CD, bro, really? I mean, yeah, whatever. And there we have the monitor itself. So one of the problems actually, one of the problems that I read when reading reviews and feedback of this is that there were a lot of people who complained about this having intense backlight bleeding and lots of dead pixels. Hopefully this doesn't have any problems. Nakakatamad mag-soli ng package ng gantong kalaki. So yeah. So I'm just not gonna open the plastic for the HDMI as I'm not even going to use this. Warranty, user manual, and again a CD with AOC menu written here. Not sure what's inside this. I won't be able to check it anyway. So I actually won't be using the included monitor stand since I'm going to be mounting this, but just to show you guys what it looks like with the included monitor stand. Okay, pretty simple. It clicks into place. So for the I/O, we have 2 HDMIs, 1 DisplayPort, 1 VGA, 1 3.5mm jack, and then the power plug. And we also have a Kensington lock here, and this is actually VESA mount compatible, which is very nice, of course. So just align it with the back, and I think this just, yeah, it clicks into place, so you don't need any screws. What's cool about this is it's actually a toolless assembly, which is very nice again. So in terms of build quality and design, we have plastic for the monitor base, including the stand, neck, and of course the monitor itself, of course, but nothing seems to be poorly built for the most part. We have a pass-through here for cable management, and I guess the only thing design-wise that I don't like, at least here at the back, are the red accents. I wish they would have just went all black, or I guess made this gray. And no, we have no RGB bling blings here, and what I like with what AOC has done with the design is that it's simple and minimalistic for the most part. I mean, even though it has these red accents, it's not that obnoxious bright red as with pretty much anything else with the word gaming on it. So we have thin side bezels with the AOC branding here, matte finish for the display itself, and at the bottom right side we have an LED indicator here, buttons for power, and navigating through the settings menu, which are nice and clicky for the most part. And the only customizability you have here is tilt, so no height adjustment, swivel, or paper. So yeah, I'm going to set this up real quick and come back to you guys in a bit. The next day. And we're back mga kuya. So after using the AOC 24G2E for a while, I can say that this is a gorgeous panel. Maybe apart from a little bit of a backlight bleed here in the top middle part with the unit that I have, I mean, it's really minor as long as you're not viewing it with a dark background and you're not maxing or using this in high brightness, which is about 60 and above. Then it's barely noticeable in my case. I kinda want to get this replaced, but it's a pain to return something this big. Hopefully it won't have any other issues in the future. No dead pixels with my specific unit, which is a huge relief. So moving on, the only specs that you guys really need to know is 23.8-inch 1080p IPS LCD, 144Hz, 1 millisecond response time, 101% of the DCI-P3 color space, HDR, 1000:1 contrast ratio. This doesn't have built-in speakers, by the way, in case you were wondering. I don't mind that it doesn't have one. And even though AOC didn't indicate it, the 24G2E is actually G-Sync compatible when I checked it in the NVIDIA control panel. And of course, this also has AMD FreeSync Premium. And by default, mine is actually set to 120Hz, but you can easily set it to 144Hz in the Windows 10 Advanced Display settings and you're set. And as someone who's coming from a 60Hz monitor, this is just a completely different experience. Like, I was able to notice the change immediately just by moving the mouse cursor or even just scrolling through a page. And of course, using it in games. As long as your PC can pump over 100 FPS in your chosen games, investing in a high refresh rate monitor is so worth it. Of course, as someone who has been playing FPS games in 100 to even 200 FPS in a 60Hz monitor, all I can say is it hurts to know what I was missing out on for the past decade. And yeah, for me, the 24G2E offers way more than what I paid for. Colors and picture quality are great without being too oversaturated, and it's just gorgeous for a 1080p IPS display. A few moments later, okay, so after a quick outfit change kasi sobrang init dito, dalawang softbox light pa nakatapat sa akin. Other than that minor complaint of mine with a bit of a backlight bleed here in the top middle part, then for me, in my opinion, the 24G2E from AOC is the best value 1080p 144Hz IPS monitor that you can buy right now for under 10,000 pesos. And yeah, for gaming and content creation, again, with 101% of the DCI-P3 color space. I mean, again, I don't have anything to measure color accuracy, but colors and picture quality are pretty damn good for a 1080p IPS panel. And the great thing about AOC monitors is if you're buying from an authorized retailer, one of them being BG Serve Solutions, is you're getting a 3-year warranty with your purchase, which is very nice, of course. And of course, I wouldn't have been able to purchase this without the support of every one of you mga kakuya. So malaking pasasalamat ko din, of course, sa inyo for supporting me. And most likely, I won't be making huge purchases for a while. And yeah, this is going to be my setup moving forward with my old monitor as my secondary display. Of course, I'll leave the link in the description if you want to buy the AOC 24G2E. And the easiest way to support the channel is by leaving a like. Of course, consider subscribing and turn on notifications if you like my content. And as always, stay safe mga kuya. Thanks for watching and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.